Two addresses that bookend an amazing story of ambition, deceit, and political intrigue. A house that symbolized the power center of a state, and a barred cell that represents the power of justice in a state. Poes Garden was but the beginning, but a prison cell is the outcome in the rise of Jayalalitha and the fall of Sasikala. Tears, allegations, and counter-allegations. The journey from Poes Garden to prison has been nothing short of a full-fledged drama. The Supreme Court verdict in the disproportionate assets case came as a spoiler, because with Jayalalitha dead, it ruined it all for Chinnamma. And even before Sasikala's political career could take off, it hit a roadblock. February 2017, the day began with high drama. Sasikala's supporters flocked Poes Garden early in the morning, and chants and cheers accompanied her as she made her way out. The journey from Veda Nilayam, Tamil Nadu's informal power center, to Bengaluru started with a pilgrimage to AIADMK heroes. Chinnamma's convoy first headed to Jaya's memorial at Marina Beach. In this oath-taking of sorts, Sasikala slammed her hand forcefully on her mentor's tombstone. Not once, not twice, but 3 times. Vowing to destroy her enemies for the treachery and betrayal she was subjected to. After the floral tribute and symbolic oath at Jaya's grave, she made her way to AIADMK founder M.G. Ramachandran's residence. Sasikala spent a few minutes meditating at MGR's memorial before she left Chennai and continued her journey to jail. Registered as prisoner number 9435, Sasikala spent her first night at Bangalore's Central Jail. February 2017. AIADMK General Secretary Sasikala was found guilty of corruption by the Supreme Court.
With all the sneers I got from the media and colleagues and so on, and cynics who said that all judges can be bought, and it's a great feeling of exhilaration that there are judges who can stand up and do what is just for the society.
It was exactly at 10:36 a.m. today that the bench led by Justice P.C. Ghosh pronounced Sasikala and the other accused guilty in the disproportionate assets case, putting all rumors of a split verdict or any other reprieve for Sasikala to rest. For now, Sasikala stands convicted by none other than the top court of the country.
The order overturned the Karnataka High Court verdict acquitting Sasikala and 2 others, saying she has to complete her 4-year jail term. With Sasikala already having spent 6 months in jail earlier, she now faces a 3.5-year jail term.
Poes Garden or Veda Nilayam, where Sasikala was housing herself after the passing away of J. Jayalalitha, is now completely silent here. People are not only they are very upset with the fact that she has been convicted and she'll have to spend the rest of her 4 years in jail, but they're also saying that this is a huge conspiracy, especially by OPS as well as the central government.
Amma's spirit and Amma's goodwill will protect the people of Tamil Nadu and the state. I'd like to inform all the people, all the leaders of all the parties, all the party cadre and every person who has an undying love for Amma. I give you my complete assurance. It will only be Amma's goodwill. It's Amma's goodwill that's happening now.
The apex court verdict disqualifies Sasikala from becoming an MLA for 10 years and ended her dream of being the Chief Minister of Tamil Nadu. June 14th, 1996. It all began when the then Janata Party President Subramaniam Swamy filed a complaint against Jayalalitha, alleging that after assuming office as the Chief Minister in 1991, she had acquired properties and earned returns disproportionate to her known sources of income. It was in 1991, following the assassination of Rajiv Gandhi, that Jayalalitha had partnered with the Congress party in the assembly elections. The coalition of AIADMK Congress swept the polls, and Jairam Jayalalitha became the Chief Minister of Tamil Nadu for the first time. After Jayalalitha became Chief Minister, there were strong accusations that her friend and close confidant Sasikala, along with her relatives from Mannarguddi, were functioning as extra constitutional authorities. In 1995, Jayalalitha adopted Sasikala's nephew Sudhakaran as her foster son and organized his extravagant wedding, splurging crores and using state government organizations to facilitate the wedding preparations required for 25,000 guests. It was this ostentatious wedding and lavish display of wealth that proved her undoing. 1996 was the year when the AIADMK leader hit rock bottom. She faced a crushing defeat in the elections. On December 7th, Jayalalitha was arrested from her residence, Poes Garden, on corruption charges filed against her by the DMK government led by Karunanidhi in the dubious Colour TV scam. Apart from the Colour TV scam, there were various other cases that Jayalalitha was embroiled in during a stint as the Chief Minister. Between 1991 and 96, a number of cases were filed against her by the investigating agencies, right from the purchase of Tansi land to failure to file IT returns for the year 93-94. In 1996, when Subramaniam Swamy filed the complaint against her, he pointed out that during 1989-90, she had declared her wealth to be nil, and it rose to 38.21 crore rupees during 94-95. This even as Jayalalitha was drawing a token monthly salary of just rupee 1 as the Chief Minister. On 21st of June 1996, an investigation was ordered in the case, and Jayalalitha's residence at Poes Garden, Vedanilayam, was raided. Police seized assets including 28 kg gold, 750 pairs of shoes and more than 10,000 saris in the raid. Prosecutors said her assets, which reportedly included two 1,000-acre estates in the lush tropical state she ran, were vastly disproportionate to her earnings. Jayalalitha was arrested in another case, surrendered before a court in the case on December 21st, 1996, and Sasikala surrendered on January 31st, 1997. Her nephew and Jayalalitha's foster son V.N. Sudhakaran was arrested on January 23rd the same year, while another relative, Elavarasi, was granted anticipatory bail. Jayalalitha came back to power in 2001 with absolute majority. But her appointment was challenged due to her conviction in October 2000 in the Tamil Nadu Small Industries Corporation or Tansi case. In September 2001, when Jayalalitha was barred from holding office by the Supreme Court, O. Paneerselvam was sworn in as the Chief Minister. During his stint, he was widely criticized for allegedly heading a puppet government managed remotely by Jayalalitha. Paneerselvam's tenure lasted a mere 6 months, and in March 2002, he resigned as Chief Minister and Jayalalitha was sworn in again after the Supreme Court overturned her conviction in the Tansi case. In 2003, the Supreme Court transferred the disproportionate assets case to Bengaluru as DMK said a fair trial was not possible in Tamil Nadu with Jayalalitha as the Chief Minister. In 2005, the trial began in a special court. In 2012, Special Public Prosecutor in the case B.V. Acharya resigned, alleging pressure, and G. Bhavani Singh was appointed in his place. After 18 years, the trial court gave its verdict in September 2014, convicting Jayalalitha, Sasikala and their aides and sentencing them to 4 years imprisonment. For the second time, OPS was entrusted with the responsibility of being Chief Minister of Tamil Nadu. However, in May 2015, Justice C.R. Kumaraswamy of the Karnataka High Court acquitted Jayalalitha and 3 others in the case, stating that when there is disproportionate asset to the extent of 10%, the accused are entitled for acquittal. He calculated that the assets were disproportional only to the extent of 8%. OPS resigned as Chief Minister and Jayalalitha was sworn in again after the Karnataka High Court acquitted her. In May 2016, when everyone predicted her loss, Jayalalitha made another strong comeback by leading the AIADMK to victory for a second consecutive term in power. She was sworn in as the Chief Minister of Tamil Nadu for the 5th term, a post she held till her death a mere 5 months after taking office. 6th of December 2016. As Tamil Nadu mourned one of its most iconic leaders, Jayalalitha's closest confidant emerged from the shadows and stepped into the limelight, sparking speculation that she would soon step into Jaya's political shoes. This even as reports floated that just 24 hours earlier, on 5th of December, Sasikala had held a meeting in the hospital with top ministers where a succession plan had been chalked out. 31st of December 2016, almost a month later, Chinnamma formally took over as the party chief of AIADMK.
Our Amma used to roar like a lion, saying that AIADMK will thrive for over 100 years.
The rumours were soon proved true. Sasikala was elected the new legislature party chief and Paneerselvam resigned as the chief minister. But the transition of power soon hit troubled waters.
They grabbed my hand and said, "You have to defend the party's honor even now. Otherwise, you'll be violating the party's rules." And they forced me to sign it.
Sasikala acted quickly, packing off loyalist MLAs to a remote resort. But the acting governor of the state, Vidyasagar Rao, chose to wait till the Supreme Court verdict. Even as Judgment Day approached, Shashi remained hopeful.
As long as each one of you is with me, not one person can split up the AIADMK. I have faced hurdles like this for 33 years and come this far.
But February 14th dashed Sasikala's hopes of gaining the Tamil throne. Fate, it said, pulls you in different directions, and no better example today than Sasikala Natarajan to see how it does. In the early 1980s, Sasikala's husband Natarajan, a government servant then, encouraged his wife to open a video cassette rental and video recording shop in Chennai. And it was her husband who arranged the first meeting between her and Jayalalitha through the then district collector of Kodalur, V.S. Chandralekha. Back then, Jayalalitha was AIADMK secretary for propaganda. It was in 1984 that Sasikala got a contract to videograph Jayalalitha's political meetings. The leader was impressed with Sasikala's video shoots and their friendship gradually developed. In 1987, MGR's death left Jayalalitha distraught. Racked by personal anguish and political isolation, Sasikala proved a loyal friend for Jayalalitha.
Jayalalitha needed very badly a person to take care of her house because she had no other help. She has often said a male politician has his family, his wife, his children and all to run the house. I have nobody. I'm a single woman, I'm not married. So there is no one to help me and so I need somebody in the house. And so she was kind of relieved of all the burden of, the running the house, the mundane duties and all that. So that is how they became, I suppose Sasikala also became dependent on her for her survival.
It was at this juncture that Sasikala, a school dropout from Thanjavur, proved helpful. By 1989, Sasikala along with her husband had moved in with Jaya at Poes Garden, bringing an army of maids and cooks from Mannarguddi to take care of Jaya, who was by now her sole sister. Sasikala eventually went on to become Jaya's partner in some of her firms, taking full control of Jayalalitha's affairs by 1991 when she became the Chief Minister. In 1995, Jayalalitha adopted Sasikala's nephew V.N. Sudhakaran as a foster son and organized his extravagant wedding to Sivaji Ganesan's granddaughter, splurging crores. Although this raised eyebrows everywhere, what was striking was the presence of Jayalalitha and Sasikala dressed like twins in similar saris and expensive diamond jewellery. That moment marked to the world how close the duo had actually become. A year later, AIADMK lost the assembly elections. Jaya disowned Sasikala after the assembly poll rout, severing all ties. The main cause of defeat was rumours of Sasikala and her family getting rich by wrongful means. Multiple cases are pending against several members of Sasikala's Mannarguddi clan. In fact, her entire family from Mannarguddi is dubbed as the Mannarguddi Mafia. There were also rumours of Sasikala acquiring land in and around Chennai and Thanjavur, including movable and immovable property. But then Jayalalitha wrote a 14-page letter blaming Karunanidhi for targeting her partner. Days later, when Jayalalitha was sent to jail for the Colour TV scam, Sasikala accompanied her. It was Sasikala who facilitated the famous 1999 tea party at Delhi's Ashoka Hotel, hosted by Subramaniam Swamy, that brought Sonia Gandhi and Jayalalitha together. In 2001, Sasikala formally joined the AIADMK as General Council member. In 2008, Jaya even exchanged garlands with Sasikala for her 60th birthday celebrations. But in 2011, rumours of a coup led Jayalalitha to expel Sasikala and 13 others, including Sasikala's husband Natarajan and their relatives. Sasikala's estranged husband was arrested in February 2012 in connection with a land grabbing case. He was accused of grabbing 20 acres of agricultural land in a village in Thanjavur. 4 months later, Sasikala publicly distanced herself from her family and rejoined Jayalalitha. But just when this new goddess of Tamil Nadu politics appeared strikingly close to becoming the state's new chief minister, fate struck again, and this time adversely. 15th of February 2017, within hours of the Supreme Court verdict, the chief minister, hopeful, surrendered and was lodged in a small 10x8 cell of Parappan Agrahara prison in Karnataka. The uncrowned monarch of Poes Garden has now a cement floor to sleep on after a hard day's labour for a mere 50 rupees a day. Like other ordinary convicts, Sasikala is required to make candles and incense sticks in jail. No VIP treatment. She's just another number at Parappan Agrahara. Prisoner number 9435.